Hello, fiber friends, and welcome to Vlogmas. It's Vlogmas Season 2 because last year was amazing and now here we are again and we're gonna do this. This is Vlogmas. Welcome everyone to the Jillianeve channel. I am Evie, but if you call me Jillian, that's fine too. I respond to either one. Welcome, and welcome to Vlogmas. So let's get right down to it because I know we're just here for the blessings, right? We just want that blessing from Mark. So let's go over what we're up to because this is our first episode and so we need to address all that stuff, right? And then we're gonna open up and do some spinning for whatever we have for the first day. My husband Mark put this together for me last year and I shared it every day on my YouTube channel throughout December. It was a little packet of fluff that I spun and a little note. It was a little blessing from Mark every day, a little fiber blessing. And they were touching and hilarious and surprisingly accurate. And we all just had so much fun enjoying opening that. So this year I did make some Vlogmas boxes that people could purchase. Those have already been sent out. If you didn't get a chance to get one, I might have 2 maybe left. And if you did purchase one, I would send it out right away. Those are on my website. My blog is jillianeve.com. You can go over there and check that out. And yeah, so what do you get in the Vlogmas box? This is what the box looks like. I designed all of this. Friends, I'm so excited because like this was all in my brain and now it exists. And that is just the coolest thing ever. So yeah, I did all of it. I did all the graphics, all the designing and everything. I hope you enjoy it. And let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, we have this whole big giant thing is full of little daily packets to open up and spin from. And I also put in there, everyone has a drop spindle, and I painted all of these drop spindles. I had so much fun throwing. There was paint everywhere because I did acrylic pours on the spindles, and there was paint everywhere, and it was worth it. They're beautiful. They're so much fun. So if you're traveling, if you want to take Vlogmas with you, if you want to brush up on your spindle skills or whatever, you have that available. Or maybe you'll have someone who wants to join you and learn to spin and you can teach them with the spindle. So I just thought this is a really cool thing to have on hand and to have in your spinning equipment toolbox. Basket? I don't know. Anyway, here's an up close of this one. I had so much fun painting all of these. They're just so pretty. Yeah, so there it is, spindle. And then we have our little packets for every single day. And the stickers are numbered. Just be careful with 9 and 6 because they look the same upside down. But they should be all laid out in there. Hopefully shipping wasn't too rough on it. And each one has some goodies, a blessing, and some fiber. We're gonna open one every single day. And we're gonna read it, we're gonna chat about it, and we're gonna spin it. If you are spinning along with me, if you have an Advent box, or if you didn't get one and you wanna join me, you can. Okay? You can. I don't want anyone to feel limited here. Go to your stash. Go to your stash right now and just close your eyes and pull out some fluff. Make, you know, a bunch of little piles of it. Put them, you can get little treat bags or whatever and spin along. So I want everyone to know that you can be a part of this event. You can spin along with this event. All right, we are going to use a hashtag on Instagram or wherever you can hashtag things. So use the hashtag Jillianeve Vlogmas 2021. And that way, if you follow that hashtag, you'll be able to see what everyone is spinning and making. And I can't wait to see it all. It's gonna be so fantastic. So there's that. If you did purchase from me, then you do have access to a Facebook group. That is one of the bonuses. And so you'll have instructions in the box on how to join that group. All right. What else? What else is happening? Okay. So we're going to open this up in 1 second, but I also wanted to talk about the mini box. So it's not as big, but it still is full of goodies. So in here we have, did you notice the tissue paper? Please notice the tissue paper. The tissue paper has spinning wheels on it. Do you see them? Aren't they the best? The best! Oh my gosh. Okay. So let me explain how the mini box works. There is a braid of BFL in there that I hand painted, dyed, and that is for spinning. You can spin it throughout. And then there's one packet like this. This packet has all the blessings in it. So please be careful that you don't accidentally give yourself a spoiler, and carefully reach in. You should be able to pull them right off the top, the sticker side. So just pull one right off the top and you'll be able to have the blessings with us as we go through each day. And these also come with a spindle as well. So I will have a surprise at the end of this video. So keep watching, keep watching. All right, so I think it's time to open up day one. Are we ready for day one? I don't know if I'm ready. This has been such a huge thing, planning and putting it all together. And here we are. Here we are, okay. Whew. All right, let's open it. Let's see. Day number one. And what's in there? I honestly don't remember. And I was really careful to try not to look at the blessings. So let's start with the blessing. Oh boy. Number one. May you always hold on to the excitement of starting a new project. Yes. That rush of excitement for the new project is real, right? And then you get into a big project and you have to grind through it. You're like, how many more bobbins of this yarn do I have to go? How many more rows do I have to get through? And it's like so tempting to just start a new project and leave it unfinished because that excitement is so motivating. So yeah, I like this one. May you always hold on to that excitement. That's cool. Let me explain the other side of the card because I designed this part. Mark did the blessings, but I designed the other part of the blessings card. I'm gonna hold it up so you can see it nice and close. What we have on this on these cards, these little holes, and they're marked A, B, C, D. If you want to, you can drill out or punch out these holes, and when you put all the blessings together, they stack up to become a tablet weaving deck of tablet weaving cards. So I thought that was a really cool way to multi-purpose these. And also I was excited to be able to order these from a company that uses sustainable forests for the card stock. And so I wanted to tell you that because otherwise you wouldn't know. But I thought that was really cool. But yes, you can punch out these holes and you will have a tablet weaving deck of cards. So hang on to all your blessings, keep them somewhere safe. And now you'll have a deck of cards for tablet weaving. How cool? How cool is that? I thought this was so clever. Okay, what fiber do we have today? What's in here? Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. We have this very like icicle color kind of blue. It's a very blue-gray, like on a winter day. And then we have this blend. Oh, it's just so pretty. Look at this. That's so pretty. Look at all these colors. So I do know what the fiber is, although I don't remember what the fiber is. I mean, let me explain. So I saw all the fiber because I was packing the bag. So Mark put the stickers on there. So I don't know when stuff is going to pop up in the bag. I don't know when we'll get to see what we'll get to see. And I'm sure by now some of it I've forgotten. But this is really pretty. So how do we want to spin this fiber? What do we want to do with it? I'm going to throw this out there. If you have an idea, please go for it. If you want to do what I'm doing and follow it like a tutorial, go for it. There are no rules here. We want creativity to abound. Abound. All the creativity. So do what you want with your fiber. If you want to just have one giant skein and just spin it onto a jumbo bobbin day after day after day, go for it. Whatever, be creative. That's what the hashtag is for, so we can see what everyone is up to. All these different ways that we can spin all this fiber. So what I'm thinking for day one, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, what if I incorporate something into this that was my beginning of spinning? So this was an idea. At some point I want to duplicate the first yarn I ever spun because I thought that would be hilarious. So what if I do something with this that's similar to the first yarn I ever spun? Like, you could do this too, whether it's equipment or technique. I mean, I know a lot of us started on drop spindles. If you don't have your original drop spindle, I gave mine away to a friend who wanted to learn how to spin. And I said, here's a spindle. Let's do this. So I don't have my first spindle ever. But now I put one in the box. So we all have a spindle, right? And a lot of us started with spindles. So maybe we spin with a spindle. Or maybe we get out some hand cards and card this. Or blend it somehow. Oh, I could put it on the blending board and blend with this. Or we could do coils. This could be some little coils. If we started out with like textured yarns, we could take little pieces of this and add it onto this as a single. Oh my goodness, there are so many ways we could spin this and have floof floating in the air. Okay. For today, I think what I would like to do is spin this on a spindle. And I am going to take little pieces of this and feed it onto the yarn as it spins, just to have some little added texture. But I'm going to ultimately leave this as a singles yarn. I haven't done a whole lot of textured spinning with a spindle, but you absolutely can do that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today. And I'm looking forward to seeing what people do. If you copy my technique, great. Or come up with your own, great. Tag it Vlogmas, or no, tag it Jillianeve Vlogmas 2021. Yeah, all right, let's get spinning. Let's spin this up with the spindle, and I am going to make some little slubs along the way with this. So I don't have a leader on this spindle. So what do? Did you know that you don't have to start with a leader? You can, absolutely. Go get a leader if it helps you. You don't have to. So what I'm gonna do, I'll show you how I start a spin on a spindle without a leader. There are different ways to do this, but this is what works for me. So I will put the spindle on my leg or on a surface on something, because it helps me get going. And then I will catch the end of the fiber in the hook. I just get it kind of stuck in there a little bit. It's a little trickier with comb top because all of the fibers are aligned and it's real easy for it to just kind of pull out. But you can see I'm catching on something in there. There we go. There we go. We just want to catch something. And then I start twisting it, of course, in the direction that I'll be doing my spin. So I guess we're going to go with a Z twist here, which is clockwise. You can go counterclockwise too. That's fine. But look, now that I've got a little twist in there, I can let it go and it's spinning. A lot of people like to do the park and draft method where they'll tuck their spindle in because it allows you to pay attention to what you're drafting without worrying about everything going on down here. I'm gonna show you, you know what, that's actually a good thing. I can show you in 1 second once I get this started how to transition from park and draft to fully suspended mode. It's leveling up your spinning. Cool. So yeah, let me just get this going a little bit. All right, now I've got this dangling here. I don't want it to catch, so I usually tuck it if I'm spinning like this. I'll tuck it in my sleeve or kind of wrap it around my wrist, but I just want to keep it out of the way. So I can give it a flick, let it twist, and draft it out. Cool, cool. We are getting it. Yes. You can also run it on your leg, and that'll give it a lot of twist too. Get it going that way. All right, so I'm drafting, drafting, drafting. And then, before it goes the wrong way, I want to make sure that I stop the spindle. Obviously, if it goes the other way, we'll be losing twist. It will untwist, and we don't want that. So now that I have my yarn going, I'm going to take it off the hook. I'll just slide it off the hook, but I'm going to hold on to it. Otherwise, I'll lose all my twist. And I am going to make, here's what I do. I bring it up like a loop and then do, okay, so basically it's called a half hitch, or like a slip knot. I get that started on the end and then I put the spindle through and then I tighten it all up. So that might have been hard to see. Basically, I'm just getting it attached to the spindle, the shaft of the spindle. All right, so then I can start to wind it on a little bit. It's slipping around, so I'm gonna hold on to that and give it a little help. There we go. Wind it on a little, and you can make it as beautiful as you want when you wind it on, or as messy. Either way, it's all good. All right, so this spindle has a little groove on it so that the yarn doesn't slip around, and that can be helpful. You can also just kind of gouge a little notch if you need it, or put like a rubber band over it to help stop the yarn. Okay, so now I've got it started. And I kind of always hold my arms out so I can hold it at the camera. But do make sure you're comfortable. You don't have to, you know, fly away to do this. All right, so I'm gonna roll this on my leg. And let's see. Let's talk about park and draft. Okay, so people put a lot of twist in there, right? We build up the twist, and then we hold the spindle while we draft. So that is park and draft. And that works. It works, and it's a less intimidating way to get started with the spindle, right? And we pull it out, draft it out, and then if you yank on your fiber, you'll know it has integrity because it's not falling apart or sliding apart or snapping, right? We've got enough twist in there. So then we can wrap it up on the spindle. I think I'm turning it the opposite way. That's fine, it doesn't matter. It just matters that you keep your twist consistent where you're making the yarn. Anyway, all right, so yeah, that is one method, that's park and draft. Now another thing you can do is let it dangle while you draft. And this is a little faster, I find, and I kind of like it better because it's a little more exciting, I don't know. So you give that spindle some twist, and then you draft it out while it's twisting. And here's the thing, here's the thing I find with that. I think that what tricks people up, I'm gonna put this around twice so it doesn't unhook from the top hook. Here we go. Here we go. What tricks people up on having it fully suspended is that they feel like they have to keep drafting until the spindle has gone all the way through its twist and then starts to go the other way. And now you're losing twist. And now you've lost twist and you look down and you still see it spinning, so you think you're good and you keep drafting, and then you don't have enough twist for the yarn to hold and it falls apart. So the key going into fully suspended mode is to make sure that you stop the spindle from twisting before you've run through all of that adding the twist energy. So what I like to do is give it a twist and then draft, maybe 3, and then I stop it. Even if it still looks like it's really going, because it's not ever gonna fully come to a stop, if that makes sense. So maybe it has a ton of energy because it just got going the wrong way. That's okay. I've drafted, so I'm just gonna grab it and stop it. And then I can give it more energy, do some more drafting. Draft. See, and it's still turning, but I'm gonna grab it and stop it. And when you get into a rhythm of your draft, or whatever, however much drafting you're able to do with the twist you give it, you know, that's where your rhythm comes in. Some people like to count their treadles or count their twists on a spinning wheel because they feel that gives them consistency. And if you love doing that, great, keep doing that. But sometimes people will wonder, well, how do you do that with a spindle? And I think you absolutely get to a point where you can feel the twist in your fingers. And that's kind of a difficult thing to explain. And so if there's something you can do to give you a little reassurance that you're on the right track, keep going, keep practicing. Maybe that's to give it that burst of twist energy and then do a draft. Add the twist, draft, wind it on. Add the twist, draft. You see, there starts to become a rhythm there. And if you follow that rhythm and you trust that rhythm, you're gonna start to get amazing yarn really quickly. And a little more consistently maybe than if you're dropping it all over the place because it's spun the wrong way. Now I know this from experience. All right, so let's add some texture to this yarn. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm going to take this, and I think just I want a staple length is about what I want. I don't want much more than that. And I think this is probably about 2 staple lengths here. Yeah. So I'm able to split that up. And then I'm going to take some sections. My yarn is pretty thin, so depending on how big you want your slubs to be, you can make these bigger or not. It is all up to you. You are the spinner. You have the power, the control. Okay, once I get a few of these prepped up, and I'm just putting them in a little stack so they don't get messed up, I will put that kind of over to the side. We're ready. I'll do a couple of these, and then we're gonna have some off-topic fun shenanigans, I guess. It's a little bit on topic, but and then I'll show you what this looks like at the end, and I have an announcement, so stick with me to the end. Stick with me. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna give it some twist, and I'm going this way up my leg because that is giving it the clockwise twist that I want. I'm spinning Z direction, I'm saying this out loud to remind myself what I'm doing. All right, so I remember what I'm up to. Okay, let's give it some twist, and I started too close to the hook. I'm gonna have to spread this out first. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna give it some twist, and then I'm going to park and draft it because I just talked about not parking and drafting, about having it fully suspended, but to add these, I find it's easier if I don't have this flying all over the place and I don't have to work as quickly. So I just catch it kind of in my lap like that. Now what I'm gonna do is take this part here. Let me zoom in so you can see really clearly with my sheep. They're supervising. He's a supervisor of the wool. Okay. I can see that I have a lot of twist in this yarn here, ready to go, because this yarn is starting to buckle. It's starting to curl up. So I know that I have a good amount of twist here, and I'm gonna spread that twist up. And as I do that, I want it to incorporate this floof. So I am going to put this floof kind of at a 90-degree angle, coming at the yarn. And while I draft, that twist is going to move into the yarn, and I want to make sure that as that twist moves, it's picking up this fiber that I'm putting in it. So the point where the twist is going to move is right here in the drafting zone. So I'm going to get it started just a little bit, kind of curl that around, give it a little bit of help. All right, so now as I draft, here we go. As I draft, my twist is gonna move, and as it moves, it's picking up this fiber right here and making that little slubby thing. So as I give it another twist, see? It's twisting, and I'm able to let this wrap around, just like that. Ooh. Ah! Couldn't catch it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now that I've gotten to the other end of this texture that I'm adding, I'm back up to my drafting area. I am going to make sure that that stays secure by bringing it up with that drafting area. And then I can roll it in my fingers. And as I roll it, I'm making sure everything is kind of smooshed down and secure. There it is. That is a beautiful little slub. If your fiber kind of floofs out a little bit and you can see the core in there, like mine can a little bit, you can either live with it and love it, or, yeah, because as you move the twist around, it kind of opens up a little bit. You can hide that when you ply it, if you ply it. And you can also situate the next one so that it is a little less spread out and a little less open. And if you put it on thicker, it won't show the core through as much. Let this wrap on. I'm gonna make this one a little thicker. So my last one kind of opened up a bit, and I want it to be a little more slubby and a little less floofy. So to get more twist here, you can add it with the spindle, but then you start to build up a lot here, or you can draft out up here. The weight of the spindle gives it that tension that you need to keep that twist moving along. There. There's my floof. So pretty. All right, friends, it's all spun up on the spindle, and I'm going to take it off. I have a sampler Nitty Naughty. This is 1 yard around. The distance is 1 yard. It's an Ashford one. But these are awesome and really great for doing small spins like this if you're deciding to do each of these spins as a small spin. You could do the whole thing as one giant spin. You could do whatever you want. Whatever you want. All right, I am going to, when I take this off on here, I kind of, there we go, get it started. I have to concentrate until I find my pattern. There it is. All right, so I like to, you can see how I'm doing. I just hold the spindle, there it is, and just go around and around. So let's get it off the spindle and see how it looks. All right, here it is. Ta-da! This is going to have some twist in it, I guarantee it, because it's still a single. Let's see how we did. Woo! There's a good amount of twist in there, but this is pretty. What a way to start! Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing what everyone has done with their fiber. Look, it looks like snow or icicles or something on here. I love it. It is lovely, and I'm gonna make this little cute little mini skein. You know, you could, if you wanted to, turn each of these little spins into ornaments. Just saying, it's a thought. It's an idea if you decorate a tree at this time of year. Okay, what am I doing? I have to stop talking and concentrate. Okay, there it is. So cute. Our first Vlogmas spin. We're back. I mean, I didn't really go anywhere. I've been busy spinning all year. If you want to check out, if you want more EV spinning content, go check out those videos. But I promised some off-topic random fun. So here's the fun. While I was moving and getting this new studio space all decorated and set up, which it's not yet, but you will see me decorating and fixing things up. That'll be part of Vlogmas, I'm sure. But I came across a lot of old projects that I haven't finished, which actually is very much on topic for this video about keeping that energy. Maybe Mark knew it all along. Maybe this was his plan all along, because here's why. Last year, if you watched Vlogmas, you'll remember I was trying to knit some socks for Mark for his gift. Yeah. So here's one sock, and I made it too long. I wasn't exactly sure how long to make it, but he has big feet, and I was trying to like sneak with my little tape measure and measure his foot while he was sleeping and pull the cover. Anyway, I made it a little too long, and so it was bunching up at his toes. He was like, can you shorten it? I was like, cool. And because I wasn't entirely positive that it would fit him, I'm sure, because that was my rationale, I didn't finish the second sock. Since last year, friends, this was supposed to be a gift last year. I am terrible. He did this beautiful Vlogmas thing with all these blessings for me, and I couldn't even finish him a pair of socks. This is my shame. I have to take care of this. So I'll be working on that this month. I'll give you updates. Mark will have his socks for Christmas. He'll have them. All right, friends, I promised a surprise if you stayed to the end. Here we are. I have one mini box left that I saved, and this is a giveaway. So I will send this to the winner. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment. In this video, this is not the whole Vlogmas thing, this is just today, this video, and in 24 hours, which will be 2 o'clock Central Standard Time on Thursday, I will have a random comment picker to draw a comment, and then in the next video that I record from there, I will announce the winner and mail you this box so you can get the blessings, have the spindle, and some fiber to spin along with. So, lots of fun. Oh my goodness, we are in Vlogmas now. So exciting. I can't wait to see what you all spin up. But I need to go hurry and edit this video so that it's out there for you to watch. And in the meantime, you know what to do. Like this video, share it with your friends who you think will enjoy Vlogmas with us. And of course, make sure you're subscribed so that you get the notifications and don't miss a Vlogmas episode. All right, friends. Happiest of happy spinning, and I'll see you in the next one.